Howdy y'all, welcome back to episode 8 of my Terra Invicta Humanity First series. Now, we left off with America chugging along at mission control and about to subsume a lot of the Central America. In October, we'll be able to do Belize. September 28th, we'll be able to do Mexico. So about half a year, we'll be able to start moving these in. Actually, El Salvador is May. So that would be a lot sooner. Nicaragua. I'm surprised Mexico is so long. I can't remember if we forgot to ally them or what happened there. But that's what we're going to be doing today. And once we get finished with mission control, we'll be able to focus on some other things. We might move this down a little bit more, we'll see. But we're nearly full on democracy. We're at 9.89, so we'll be done fast. In China, we are going to try and see if we can't get rid of the initiative. We tried that a little bit last episode. It didn't work too well, but we're focusing mostly on getting that inequality down. The spoils is massively screwing us over. However, we are, as of right now, outproducing it, so eventually we'll be able to start working on getting that down to a manageable level. And then we're going to take over its claims and have Taiwan subsume it, because Taiwan has that nice full democracy, or well, it's supposed to have a democracy of 10, but currently does not. But we'll work on that, and then we'll see what else we can do. I'd like to kick the serpents out of Russia, but that's going to be a long-term goal, not a short-term one.
Standing by.
And we're also going to start working on building up a navy, a much larger one. We currently have 18 ships, 2 in series, a protector and an interdictor, 7 here at Foxtrot, mostly interdictors. Same in my shipyard, mostly interdictors with 3 protectors. So we'll work on those. We'll start getting some larger ones as well. I believe we've got the cruiser, the battle cruiser now. If we throw the Helicon drive onto that, which is you, we can go ahead and get rid of most of you. On this, and then most advanced would be the solid core, 80%, 88, gas core 91%, 10 droplet, get rid of you, ECM, magazine, whole weapons. We're gonna have a 40mm. Don't have any nose weapons yet, so we can't throw anything on there, but we'll just throw that on just for weight. And then we'll go for a point defense as well. And then for other utility modules, we'll go for a heavy heat sink and a magazine, because it's going to be some form of kinetic weapon. So if we throw on do 25 and 4. We'll do 25 and 5 actually. Need to pump this up so we can get some sort of cruise acceleration. We'll do 5. Might as well max it out to 6, get a little bit more. 10 propellant takes will give us 30 kps, which is pretty good. 161 waters, 459 volatiles is a lot. I'm not even sure. Most of it comes from, I would assume this. But surely not. Oh, I bet it comes from, it comes from the armor. Herp de derp. I believe this is the best armor you can get. Maybe it's adamant. I can't remember if that's before or after, but that's going to be kind of what we're going for. We'll have the rail cannons, and we're going to put the spinal railguns on them, because they throw a 6-ton slug, which is very, very hard to stop. We'll do that, and then we're also going to make a couple of the same ships of the cruiser variant, and they're going to have predominantly Artemis missile bays. We may even make some battleships with them. eventually, because that is a lot of missiles. But obviously, as the bigger you go, the wet mass right now is only 2,000, but once you start throwing on, your drive, not that one, and your power plant, and especially the armor. We'll just do 20 right off the bat, because why not? Radiators, utility modules, battery, heavy water heat sink. We massively increase. Oh, can't get that armor. Our weight. Whole weapons, we'll go for the 30mm. Nose weapons, whatever, we'll throw that on. And then you start adding on propellant. You get a significant KPS, but it's 15,000 wet mass now. So it is something that you're going to need to take into serious consideration that we now have only 0.78 millig's, which is very, very small, as opposed to something like our Zug class, which has a combat acceleration of 1.2 Gs instead of 0.78 millig's. And granted, once you get a larger ship, you kind of just throw stuff at the enemy and hope your armor tanks it. So you can make flankers like the aliens do. It's simply easier to micro the other way around. But that's what we're going to be working on. And again, the adamant, I believe, is better than the nano armor, which makes it lighter, which means it'll weigh even less. But that is neither here nor there right now. For our habitats, we're not doing a whole lot with a lot of them. This one's pretty poor. We're going to start working on building up. These are the asteroids, so we're not doing a whole lot to defend them. This is another asteroid. This is Ceres. We'll probably start building up our bases on Ceres a little bit more. Definitely layer defense array. We already have the farm. We'll do... This is going to be 30-ish over. That'll be 5, so not near worth. Throw that on. And eventually we will be just making a bigger push out here, but as of right now, we're going to leave that. The biggest thing that we do want to do is in low Earth orbit, start working on those space stations. We have 1, 2, 3, but this has no shipyard on it. 4, again, this is mostly research. 5, research. 6, research. 7, this is going to be research campuses instead of specialized, like these ones are. This is actually nanofactory, not research, sorry. So 7, and that's it. We can also get rid of this one because we simply don't need it. We got rid of that whenever we were over our cap on mines, and I don't know why I just didn't decommission the entire thing. I guess we could use it as research as well. But I think it's too late to stop research, or stop the decommissioning. So, oh well. But all of that is going to cost a lot of mission control. We currently have 17 out of 21 allowed mines, so we're doing fine there. We're not building any more ships, but if we were to plan a rocket launch, Orbital is going to take up 3 mission control. These ships here take up... Does it not tell you inside the... Huh. Who would have sworn that it used to tell you inside of here how much mission control it took? Anyways, these are 900 tons, 1200 wet, which means that's with all of its propellant and everything. So that's like a tenth of what the other ones were. Ship classes. Yeah, they don't tell you at all. Build. I believe it's 1, though, for this escort class. I believe it takes 1. You can always build it. And yeah, 1. So it is something to take into account that we currently are still working on this on all of our big nations, and we're not working on this at all on these smaller ones here. Which we may turn all of these around and work solely on this. But I simply don't know if it's work, because they're putting in 2 per month. Even if we get rid of all this, it's only 4.5 per month. So it would take over 10 months for them to do anything, and it's almost a year, which they'll be subsumed into America right now. So we'll probably just work on welfare so that they're not going to bring America's welfare down too much. But enough rambling from that, we will get started on our first turn.
Lending my expertise.
Person of interest surveilled.
Initiative set of 4. I think we are going to turn him, because that way we can... Never mind, we're not going to turn him,
Tell me your orders.
because we already have both of our turned counselors.
Order is returning.
I just realized we never looked at our other counselors. They have no augments that they can take, and no organizations. Remember last time we did get the last counselor, and we replaced our first counselor because he passed due to old age. At 71, if I remember correctly. New counselors start with 40 plus experience. Good, but we're hoping that we never have to use that, though getting counselors dying of old age is the preferable outcome to them being assassinated. But hopefully, this is actually the first game I've ever played that one of my counselors died of old age.
What's the op?
Gilong, we're going to have him come back to China and raise our public support there.
Make our appeal.
And then Bulo,
What's the op?
because he's looking into the servant counselor, which we don't need anymore. Crackdown of 40%. And we're going for this control point here because the security apparatus gives a bonus to crack down, detain, and assassinate missions inside the nation. So if we get this one, it'll be easier to crack down this one. We'll put 16 influence for an 82%.
Your orders.
And I don't know why it's so easy. Popular support is 0.3. I guess it's because popular support gives us almost a 9 bonus to that. But they're not over their cap. I'm in the wrong tab. They're not over their cap, they're actually under it. And they have all their counselors, so who knows?
I'm here.
Maroon. We'll have you investigate alien activity.
We can find.
I forgot what we're doing with him. I think he's going to be an investigation guy. And Sierra is going to be our new advice counselor for China. So you're probably going to be investigation. Yeah, I've got investigation on you. That's definitely it.
Offering counsel.
Residential module. That's up from the quarters that we had.
Surveillance complete.
Laying the groundwork.
80%.
Violence is abating.
As it goes down to 1.9 unrest. Probe for someone we're probably never going to use. China's up to 74% support. And we cracked down their point in China. Victor 418 has launched for trajectory targeting low Earth orbit 1. Could possibly be us, I'm not entirely sure.
Recon complete.
This will also give us some more control point, or mission control, because we'll have more than just half of the nation under our control, so we'll probably get about 2, maybe 3 more. Ulo has a 63% chance, even though not really suited for that. We're going to have him steal a project from our resistance friend, and we'll have Shi Yun come here and purge out the initiative with a 95% chances of success. Global resource extraction is very good, and we definitely have enough for that. So we're going to go and we'll undo this for now, and we'll throw on orbital resource extraction. not only do we get a 7% increase to our mining output, but the extra engineering project and the boost will be pretty good. Then we may go ahead and swap that around if we're able to. If we could get the extra science onto one of our advised mission counselors, that'd be nice. So if we put this here, we can get rid of... Honestly, do we even... I guess the Mensa works does have 3 of those. We'll put you over here because you're not giving anything besides money, and that's not required to be on an advised counselor. It doesn't help either which way. I like the 3 security it gives. So if we're able to get rid of something, it would be nice. Nothing really, because that's only 2. If those are 3, that'd be fantastic. It looks like nothing for the moment. So we'll have to wait for a little bit longer. We're going to have you investigate
We'll recon the site.
alien activity again.
Prepping for mission.
We'll go for gas core fission reactor 3. Once we finish up parasite resistance, then we'll start working on their purpose.
Offering assistance.
Their secrets remain locked down.
Things are stabilizing.
These has been cooed. That's not very nice.
We've moved the needle.
Crackdown in Nicaragua.
Here's what we have found.
Our associates are
We
now
purge the initiative, which means we are getting 13 now. Victor 347 is in low Mars orbit. And they're going to bombard Anaconda base, which is okay, just the outpost mining complex. It does have a bit of water and volatile income, which is unfortunate. However, we can just go ahead and replace it once they're done. Destroyed the module, destroyed the whole base. Settlements, Helios Plantitia. Fission reactor array, fission farm, layer defense array. Another layer defense array, and then we can't put down the research campus because we don't have enough people here on Mars. But we can put down some of the other ones. We do Marine Company, and then we'll do no, we'll go ahead and put down information science is not it, life isn't it, materials. Well, we probably can't put down social science, huh? It's too far out. So we'll do military science. Which means that they're still running a surplus of 13, that's right.
Where do you need me?
We're gonna have you come here, set national policy.
Heading to the capital.
2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2.
Honduras. You can't federate. Can't federate. Can't unify. Can't unify.
Tracking target.
But there's no point in doing that because we can't federate anyone and we can't unify them. And we're actually going to not do that. We'll instead, you can't purge Belize. Why can you not purge Belize? What do you have that makes you not purge Belize? Paranoid. You can't be anywhere with it. Insurrection. Okay. That's more than a little annoying, I'll be honest. You can't even go in there, even though they're going to leave almost immediately. Okay. About here. Can you purge them out of here? You can. 20% though. 99%. You have a 90% chance for a crackdown. So we'll just do it a little bit slower, I suppose. Geelong, we're going to give you an administration with the intent of giving you back beta intelligence. I suppose what we could do is this. And then give you this back afterwards. I realize this is undoing the hate mitigation that the aliens just did,
I will
but
help them.
I'm not too concerned about it.
Target.
Close. Go home. Just making sure that all of these guys are home.
Their security is too strong.
Dang. You've had two 90% chances that
Things
you
are
failed.
cooling off.
That's insane. First space birth. It was at Takao Base on some asteroid. This one here. Out there in 69 Hespera. Where even is that one? Way the heck out there. That's almost by Jupiter, so they're a long ways from home. First baby born. That means we get all nations get 0.5 cohesion, and we get significant public opinion boost for Humanity First. That is very, very good.
Ready for your orders.
America could use the cohesion. Mexico is at its rest, which is very good. All of these could definitely use the cohesion boost,
We've hit them where it hurts.
even if they're going to drop immediately.
You're kidding, right? I could set a puppy on fire on live TV, right? And it wouldn't change a bloody thing. That's how much they love me. Chairman Soren van Dijk.
That is the arrival mass communications done. So now we're going to go ahead and work on ultraviolet combat lasers. Well, no, maybe not. I didn't realize it was 60,000. We'll go for something a little bit cheaper. Super alloys. It's a requirement for a lot of things. And only 5,000.
Winning their hearts and minds.
Sierra. We're going to go ahead and give you an administration. Do you have public opinion already? You do not, but you're probably not going to ever do it. However, the +2 social science and the 2 influence will not be remiss. And if we want to trade it out for something else, then we're certainly able to. We've got the improved ECM module. We'll do crisis diplomacy. which will decrease the amount of time whenever we do anything that improves relations by 20%. We finished the settlement core and everything on Mars. Decommissioned the module on the moon.
Ready for orders.
Can't do anything with them. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. They're not really worth it. They would be worth it. We'll go ahead and remove them from the equation.
Ready for my mission. Targeting the opposition.
Purge them. We could get Capella Financial Group if we were so inclined. I don't believe that we are. We would be able to put on these two. Or get some more research. I think we'll pass. We can federate with Nicaragua, so we're going to go ahead and do that.
Time to make our move.
Public campaigns have 25% better impact. He's flaying to ground.
Offering
He's
support.
increasing unrest in Santiago.
We know what to do.
Parasite resistance increases our resistance to being influenced by aliens. We're going to go for their purpose, which we finished in November of this year.
I think I found something.
Improved rail cannon. Do it again, because why not? Hydro base has been decommissioned.
Order is returning.
Gas core fission reactor 3 has been finished. Go for the Space Medical Center.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Policy direction complete.
Federate with. That's Belize. This one's Nicaragua. So we'll go for Nicaragua first. And then we will do it again. Research Hydra biowarfare. Because remember, we believe that we're gonna. Ooh, that is not good at all. That means just aliens here. -3 to terrorize missions against our control points spin off in the faction pool. So that means we're going to start needing to get a bunch of those techs that reduce their ability to do anything.
Ready for orders. We're
Go
taking
ahead and
power.
grab him.
Standing by.
We'll have Bulo come here,
Initiating civilians.
and then
Ready.
you can go ahead and purge
Removing our enemies.
them out.
Standing by.
Kaylee's still working on this. Policies. It's just Federation with Honduras. No unification yet.
Offering assistance.
Public campaign up here. That's totally fine.
New information.
Significant information about you. Terrorized region. You have the International Monetary
Public
Fund.
sentiment is
We're gonna see if we can't steal that.
Mission complete.
Yeah, no unification yet. Honduras, ours. because if we try to assassinate them and when they have that, then it is not good for us. But also, that is 8 administration with no monetary downside. Exofighters are stupid annoying because you can launch them from anywhere and destroy unguarded habs. That means you have to get all of your habitats to have at minimum a point defense. So very annoying. They went for trans-interface warfare. Trans-interface warfare, that's the wrong one, is going to unlock the priority to build surface-to-orbit defenses, full-spectrum confined arms, army dispersion tactics. This is to reduce damage from nukes and network global defense. So it's lost another one due to terrorized region, work-related stress. Gilong.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
He has developed addict and indulgent, very bad. He gets inflexible, also very bad. Gilong will get... He's going to lose their extremist, and he'll gain another one. He's going to be distrusting, so he's going to gain streetwise, cautious, careless, suspicious, conspiracy theorist, or paranoid. Extremist is +3 loyalty, +1 investigation, but -1 persuasion when there's at least 8 education. Honestly, I'm kind of fine with him losing that. We'll see what he gets. He got Polyania. Okay, that's not bad.
Some threats.
That just means he has 25 investigation.
Control here.
Not 25 investigation, but 25 loyalty, unless you actually look into him. Space Medical Center. We're gonna go for rapid response teams.
Ready for my mission.
Shiyun. Have a 0% chance of taking that over. Okay, well then. And 12% chance of assassinating, up to a 66% chance. We're just gonna have to accept that we'll get marked.
We're taking power.
Ready.
Kappa Financial. Augment with an admin. Get Zeus or Levitera. Honestly, 25 money is not that much. So we'll grab this. And you. Never mind. We'll grab you. Because it's got better everything.
Mission in progress.
66% chance.
I will help them.
Surveillance complete.
Sierra has a 13% chance to get it.
Target eliminated.
Capture the live theropod alien, calling him the salamander. Beauty is not skin deep, it is said, and neither it would seem as monstrosity. The captive salamander demonstrates neither obvious fear nor compliance, instead bristling with barely held aggression at all times. Yet, this is clearly no animal. It watches carefully, choosing its moments and its actions carefully, never recklessly. A salamander is a chilling being to find oneself in the presence of. The cold might of the thing, the eyes that emanate only cold hatred, and most of all, the sense that is patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike. If it is, as we suspect, a mere foot soldier in a war we do not yet wholly comprehend, it is nevertheless one more than capable of its own decision-making. That means that Shiyun is marked, not marked. It's just a success. So she should have the marked trait because of the organization.
Public opinion is moving in our
With all
direction.
due respect, there are
Then there's
only
super
two
alloys.
things that really matter here.
Now we're going to go for we'll go for networked propaganda. We already got 2 military researches. We get 15% more noble metals. Alien activity in Greece. The Pharos drive.
We found something.
Our associates
Got
are
the
now
oh wow,
in
we even got
charge.
them out, so that's pretty hilarious. We're gonna go ahead, set you as a favorite. Push the government up. Knowledge. With a little bit of that. Also go for a lot of funding. Why not? Orbital bombardments of the Oba base is currently still being rebuilt. Save. They destroy the Aoba base. Or not entirely. Take me there. Found settlements, Helios. We're gonna wait for a bit so they don't immediately destroy it again. Shiyun. Investigate. No, we'll have Bulo do that. We'll
Breaching
have
lab
her
security.
sabotage.
We'll see what they are up to.
And we'll have Sierra
Here.
set national policy.
Acknowledged.
It's Panama as well. Oop. We don't have control over Panama. Panama. They would join the Federation, potentially. So we're actually going to have Moron come here and set national policy.
On my way to the capital.
And Sierra, you
Standing
can
by for orders.
increase public support here
We'll make
because we
our
took a
appeal.
massive hit from the alien. Burner drive. Mining outpost on Mayoko base. Which it had nothing. I can't save this template. Go ahead and delete those, you don't need them. To be fair, suppose it doesn't have anything besides a they destroyed Miyoko base. We'll go ahead and found a settlement.
Lending my expertise.
Orbital bombardment on Furutaka, which is the exact same.
We've hacked their research data.
Alien bandwidth. It's a good one to get rid of.
Person of interest surveilled.
Picasa. Exact same. It is just a mining complex and a fusion reactor. And if this gets rid of their hate and all it costs me is $100 and 25 boost, then more for me. I really don't care. I make that up in a month. Culibra base. Destroy them. It's not going to do a whole lot because there are not a bunch of modules on them,
Public
and hate
opinion
is
is
determined by
regarded.
how many modules are on the
We've moved the needle.
base they're destroying. Hecla base, which is just a settlement core. Agiro base. These are all just settlement cores right now. I guess I should probably just
Direction complete.
put these as not settlements, but oh well. Tershmere. I think the tier 2 does decrease hate slightly more than the tier 1 does. Aoba base. I mean, I'm still positive on literally everything, so they're not doing much to me. Does it suck that I'm using up several hundred boosts at the moment? Yes, it does. I'm making only one per day. However, that will not be a problem in the future. I'll be making a lot more. I do wish the Resistance or the whoever else is on here would also be doing a little bit more to attack the aliens so they would stop focusing so much on me. But we can't have everything. That was right. Appeals to fear. Commercial mining companies. I'm not selling anything, so I don't really care about that. Project review. No, right. We wanted to do security measures. Salamander interrogation. We're not doing that because that's all that. So we'll do advanced ECM. Eventually we'll reduce their hate down. I have no idea what I'm setting at.
Reporting in.
Reporting in.
So go,
Investigating alien site.
and then we'll have
I'm here.
Your orders?
you can't coup.
Ready.
Ready to go.
I'm here.
Acknowledged.
By any means necessary.
Untouchable is a problem.
Standing by.
Ready
So
to
we're
go.
gonna have you.
We'll grab them.
Actually, we're gonna have you do the coup,
Time
and
for
then
a change.
can you? You cannot
At
defend
your
interests. You can.
Where
We'll come
to?
here, defend interests, because they're trying to do a crackdown or a purge. And a defend interest should be able to persuade them not to, or make them fail. Most likely it's going to happen. Policies. We can't federate or unify anyone yet. So we shall leave it.
Offering counsel. Securing our interests.
Apartments. I need to start moving to tier 1s.
Surveillance complete.
We have Belize under our control. Apparently we were significantly over the hate cap.
People will come to our side.
Curious. Oh, but you're a laser. So never mind, I was gonna see how much ammunition they could possibly have, but if they're lasers, then it doesn't really matter how much.
Recon complete.
Megafauna in the St. Louis region. Yeah, we do need to start working on clearing out the megafauna. This here, the severe, means that it can turn into these megafauna. So we need to start working on that. We also need to make a ship that can just go around zapping everything. So we're building ship in series so that we can hopefully intercept and stop them from doing this. I just never got around to doing it on Mars, which is entirely my fault. And I might need to send out a fleet we transfer you out to Mars. And we do inclined. We can't do any of them because they don't have 8.5 kps. So what I'm going to need to do is design a ship that can do that. So we'll go for a cruiser. Can't do a spinal railgun on the cruiser, or a battle cruiser, or a battleship. If we do battle cruiser, I can do a heavy railgun at least. And then hull weapons, we'll do you, armor, nanotube, utility module, drives, of course, we'll do the heligon with the tier 3, gas core fusion reactor radiator, 10 droplets, utility modules, do you. I don't have any of the station modules. I think that should be fine. We'll just build one up there. And then we'll do a magazine and thrust vectors. Turn rate, I don't really care about. ISRU module. Could do an advanced marine assault unit. Do 3, and we'll just do 10 for now. Uses 100 kps, which is way more than enough. We do 15, 3, and 3, we'll be down to 40. Can do 5 pellet tanks, will be 22 kps. And we'll be able to print these out pretty good. We go down to 1. You can get nearly 1 whole G of combat acceleration. That is a full G combat acceleration. Or I could just bump this up all the way, because all this cost is water. That's per tank though. Does not tell me what it costs for each funnel. Though from looking at it, it costs a little bit of everything. We do that. 21 KPS, 2 millig's. Not affecting much. It's 2.5 millig's. Might do that. 15.11. And we'll be able to upgrade this heavy rail cannon whenever we get the tier 2 version, as well as the ACM and the targeting computer. This is going to be the strike class, whatever. And we'll name it, I don't even know. It's a battle cruiser. I don't know any battle cruisers. We'll name it the Mayhem class. I like that one better. We'll go for that. We'll save it. I realize that you don't like it. APS, Mayhem class. We will build in low Earth orbits. In 180 days, those 3 will be finished. We'll cancel you because you're in a different space station. We'll do that. That's going to cost us 9. Each tier costs an extra 1. I know I was confused about that before. So these 3 cost 1, these 3 cost 2, and these 3 ship type classes cost 3 mission control for each one.
Ready.
Ooh, there's a bug. Not sure what happened there. Interesting. Okay, Shiyun. Policies. We can't do anything except... So we'll go ahead and sabotage
I'm going in.
project.
What's the op?
Sierra, we'll have you come back down and do
I
some
will
public
tell our
campaigns. And then Moron, we'll have you go and investigate alien activity. We can get armor struts that will decrease the damage that with stuff
I will help
that
them.
I guess fire, incoming fire does towards your ship's components. We have Victor 419 has launched on a trajectory targeting low Mars orbits. It will get there in October, so next month. He's coming from some asteroid. Take him 50 days to get there, so almost 2 months. Rapid response teams, -3 to terrorize missions against our control points. We'll get the Delphinus solutions, which is in our faction pool, and we got 20 ops income. We're going to go for the Fission platform kit. This will be in space. And this will go onto your ships, and you'll be able to launch them from said ships into a planetary body, and they'll form a space station.
They won't know what hit.
Improved ECM. Get rid of it. We got 50 science.
We found nothing of note.
Fail to get anything about the alpha form, or the xenoform. Sorry, not alpha form.
Public
Definitely
sentiment
beta,
is
not made in God's
with
image.
us.
All of our armies are in St. Louis region, kicking the alien megafauna around. Deploy all those armies up to the next region. Shiyun. Oop. You have a command, because we're going to use her now to start clearing out aliens. Victor 450 has arrived in low Earth orbits. He's doing a surveillance mission. That is very unfortunate, because we have so much hate, we're not going to be able to do anything about him. There are 16 fleets. Only 3 of them are aliens. But a lot of them are in the moon. 2 of those are on the moon, actually. But there. You don't want to do anything to the aliens? That's fine. I wouldn't want you to be useful either. Why would you want to take out the aliens? They're launching these 3 ships at Ceres, which I currently only have 2 ships, one of which is a Protector class. The Golden Haze has lasers, and the Ghost Lights do have torpedoes, so it'll be useful against that. We will probably lose our forces in Ceres. Build modules, all. Because point defense array would take 30 days there. You still have plenty. You have a layer defense array. And you can get a layer defense array in 81 days. That's not going to be enough. What if we grab not a Marine platoon barracks, but a point defense array, and build that 27 days. And then hope that we'll be able to do all. Oof. How long does it take for you to build? 9th of November? That's not gonna be enough. I just messed up big time. That's so annoying that you can't undo that. Okay. Well, hopefully we won't lose this base to my idiocy. But we shall see. Then Space Station. I messed up in not putting any sort of point defense onto you. So if we go down, point defense, and we replace Space Science Research Center, replace Information Science. So we've done it 22.5 days. That's very good. And that's just going to have to be enough, because again, they'll be there in 50 days. And even if we were to build a ship out here, battle cruiser would be 880, and these interdictors would be 72. So will not be done in enough time.
We found something.
So hopefully we will be able to lower their hates enough that it won't be that big of a problem. I don't believe it either, but one can't hope, no. We'll put some research into plasma weapons just so it moves along, because I think that's been there for almost 2 or 3 years now, just not moving anywhere at all. Moron. We're gonna hold off for a little bit.
Standing by.
Shiyun.
Orders.
Investigate alien activity. No, he's got it. Reduce unrest. Policies. Federations. Don't have any. 28th of September, it's in 12 days. I don't know how long this takes. I want to say it's about 10. We shall see. We'll go steal a project from the initiative.
Where to?
And Moron, you will investigate
On the way to
Turkey.
target site.
Lending my expertise.
I have new information.
Xenoform.
No more secrets.
Nothing super useful.
We've moved the needle.
Looks like the aliens have left us alone on Mars, which is very nice. Oh, because they, I would assume, attacked someone who had actual defenses. That is very good. So that means... yeah, the Roaring Wind has lost, looks like, their rear end, so their acceleration. And the Collapsing Void has taken damage to their midsection. Yeah, so they don't have any weapons anymore. Sweet. So it means we'll go here. Build a post-mining complex. Probably shouldn't do any of that though, till we get these up and running. Space. I actually still have a base here. Oh, they didn't fuss with it because it has 2-layer defense arrays. But we'll go ahead and get a fission reactor, and then we're going to get a nanofactory. Farm is discounting everything. Operations center. I think we are going to. How much does that cost? 100. Holy cow. Power, year 20 and year 85. So that's what it is. I suppose we could also swap that out. In which case you would have plenty. You might be able to get a marine company barracks. You already have one. Shipyard? No, because you cost 80. What we could do is a space dock, which you would have 3 left over, and this would be able to slowly make ships.
Here's what we have found.
In which case we wouldn't need the super large. I mean, we're going to need to move away from the escorts eventually anyways, so it's not bad to have it. So we'll make these anyways. Mayhem class. Actually, we can already go and upgrade the Mayhem class. Place you. Nose weapons. We are working on still. Remember, okay. And this will be colony ship. Because it's got the fission platform. It's not really a colony ship though. We'll do, I mean, we'll do space superiority, why not? And we're gonna have to rename it from the Mayhem class. Because Mayhem Block 2 is... ugh. We'll name it the Columbus. Columbus? I think that's how you spell that. Columbus class. Battlecruiser. Do not care about the propellants. Assignments.
Reporting in.
Shiyun. We'll have you sabotage servants for the heck of it.
Standing by.
Moron, go to Iran.
Here now.
Already looked at those, I think, 4.5 times, actually. Set national
Time to
policy.
make our
I forgot
plan.
about that. Thank you so much. Megafauna was destroyed here in America. Go home. Victor 319 is not doing anything, which means they're probably going to attack a station. So we're going to go to 1. Maybe they're not going to do anything. I just didn't want them to get here and be on 5 speed and they get to a place before I can even react and send my guys. Aha! Targeting Airbrush Station, which means that we want to go ahead and launch Foxtrot 15. You're going to get there in 0.09 hours. Foxtrot 13, or Foxtrot 3 rather, will get there in also 0.09 for 0.26. And you're going to get there for also 0.26. Except auto-resolve. I mean, there's not much I can do about that. They destroyed the whole station. Oh, did you? Oh, he did actually go. Or not? Okay, select. $319 wasn't 6. It was $319. Three hours away. Don't know why we didn't get there in time. That is so incredibly annoying. Okay, well, we'll go back to you're at space. We'll go back to shipyard. I just simply cannot take the heat from this at the moment. Shipyard. Rocket launch. Orbital. Low Earth orbits. Found. We want to go here to monthly ledger. And I don't know what they had. Oh, probably was our research campus. If I had to guess. I really cannot remember what Erebus had. We'll go layer defense array, Marine Company barracks, farm, and for power, 85 and 62. If you just, yeah, 0.2 per day. So we'll just do solar arrays, even though they're less efficient. Medical center. Solar array. Solar array. Social. Social. Administration node. Where's that? Or is it the listening post? Right here. That is a plus 3% to oppression, which I don't really care about, but plus 1 to detecting enemy counselors. Which would be nice. We're actually going to replace, but we can only have one of those on each station. You each can only have one of those modules. Okay. I suspect it's the same for the medical center? No. Medical center is right there. Operations center. Yeah, I can only have one. Going for shipyard, because I just removed all of my guys from there. Foxtrot 3. You're gonna get there in 5 minutes too. And you're gonna get there not until tomorrow. Og. This shipyard has no defenses. Foxtrot 3 transfer to 319. You can't because you don't have enough acceleration to match the target. So can you go to shipyard? Be 2 hours. Be 2 days. Oh, because of that. Launch date. Be 2 hours. I just would not. I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. They're here. They destroyed it. I actually probably should have saved shipyard. The whatchamacallit for it. Shogari Station is going to be a replacement. So farm, layer defense array, marine patrol barracks, and you're going to get fission reactor, fission reactor, fission reactor, shipyard, 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 fission reactor. We'll go for another layer defense array. This will be enough for 600 crew. It's got 640. And if we do an operations center, that's going to be 200 crew. Shipyard will be another 120. We don't have enough power, so it doesn't really matter. Now we'll have enough power. Yeah, it's brought them all the way down from that now. That's very good. Foxtrot 3. We're gonna go ahead, select, transfer Shogori Station, which we're gonna rename. We're gonna be Leo 1, T2, Shipyard. I can spell, I swear. Shipyard. Go to Shogori Station. You are social. Leo 2, Tier 2, social, save. Rainer Station, your mill. Leo 1, Tier 2, military. Life Science, Leo 2, Tier 2, Life. You have a layer defense array, so that's very good. How to go? That's a layer defense array. Leo Tier 2, and you're going to be Nano. Hagiro Station is low series orbit. Oop. Tier 2 info. Tier 2 space. These are all just bases. We'll probably name those in a bit, so don't worry about that. Continue.
We've got some intel on our target.
Are you still? Close.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Engage. You have Artemis. You have Artemis. You have a bunch of lasers. We'll use 1 KPS. I hate how they, no matter what, they always outspend you, because I guess they go after you, so the AI just knows, oh, you only spent 1 KPS, I'm going to spend 1.01. It's incredibly annoying. But we'll send them back, because they're not going to catch them. This does mean, however, that we no longer really have to worry about series. Capitan base. Where is... Here we are. We'll upgrade you to that. You'll have enough. Then we're also going to go to the ground series bases. Upgrade. Upgrade. And you do have enough. You have plenty, so we're going to upgrade you with a Marine Platoon Company Barracks. Operations Center. But you're now a little bit over. Solar array is only going to get 5. So, fusion reactor, of which you'll have 20. I can go ahead and throw on military science. Because why not? Victor 412 has launched, targeting low Earth orbits, coming from some asteroid, be there in 105 days, unify with Mexico. As you can see, this all changed and equalized except for democracy, so that's very good. The Resistance need to salvage alien technology. We are not sure. We don't have any contact with them.
At your service.
Shi Yun, we're probably going to have you look into him. I don't know why we have information on him, but we do. We'll assassinate
They
you.
won't see me coming.
Ready
Sierra.
for orders.
Yeah, we've got full democracies, but we're not putting anything else into that, so I'm doing a little bit more here. Welfare went back up, which is kind of annoying, but it's whatever. We'll stabilize
We'll restore
nation.
peace to this nation.
Where do you need me?
Moron, we're gonna have you investigate.
We'll
Like
recon
Iran.
the site.
Bulo, we'll have you grab a security. Sierra, you're gonna get an administration. This is back to under their control, so we're not gonna be able to remove that, unfortunately.
Offering support.
Surveillance complete.
Alien is dead.
Target is down.
Wet bulb disaster, sustained heat wave, coupled with hot, extremely high humidity in the Los Angeles region is causing significant deaths. So hot and humid that humans are prevented from cooling themselves by sweating. Only those fortunate enough to have air conditioning are safe. And it's a good thing most of America has air conditioning.
Things are stabilizing.
Actually, probably not going to have her repeat that, but it's whatever. 419 has arrived in low Mars orbit.
The people will come to our side.
Doing what? I actually don't care. I just want to know. Low bombardment of Moritz von Arlange base, which has a point defense array, several point defense arrays, so it might die. I really didn't want to be looking at Mars, but whatever. Well, oh, it did. Well, not died, I guess, but it took some damage.
Recon complete.
And the base did not. Good on you, Resistance. I just gave you crap for not doing anything, but clearly I was wrong.
Cleaning things up.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Policies. Unification is Guatemala.
Reporting
Moron, come here.
in. On my
Unify.
way to the capital.
Shiyun. We're gonna have you do a coup. Never mind, we're not gonna have you do a coup. You don't have any support for it. Have you do
Targeting the
that one.
opposition.
At your service.
Hostile takeover. Where's that one the aliens had? I don't know. That one's very good though. What the heck? Probably won't be able to. Oh, we can't see the other alien now. That's very sad. Maybe he got taken out. I can only hope. Anyhow, I was looking for monetary fund. Looks like I won't be able to find that. Can't do an investigation really. You could steal a project
We'll catch
from
up
the
on
academy.
message.
Ready for my mission.
Sierra, we're gonna have you probably come and investigate, not investigate, but advise
I
China
will
now.
help them.
Just seems like a sensible thing to do. $359 is now in low Ceres orbit. Shouldn't be doing anything there. 384 is going to Mars.
Lending my expertise.
Ace Assassin, Shiyun has become our first counselor to kill 5 aliens, prompting an unofficial ceremony. An impromptu gathering of counselors has formed to celebrate the feats of Shiyun. Others give voices. Other gives voice to the group's feeling. I don't know who Other is, but sure. We just wanted to say, well done, Shiyun. You're doing what needs to be done. The sooner Earth is freed of these vermin, the better. Everyone yaps into cheers, and Shiyun receives many claps on the back and firm handshakes. After the ruckus dies down, Shiyun announces that she wants to train harder than ever before. She gets Ace Assassin and 20 XP, or spend time training others. She gets Ace Assassin and 221 ops. We're going to go for the 20 XP, so we have a lot of ops already.
I will report when my mission is complete.
Shiyun, who is 52, probably should not be getting many hearty claps on the back, is going to go ahead and grab another command. Yeah. That's espionage. So +1 command.
Data acquired.
Water purification treat. This is very good. Their purpose has finished. We've updated our intelligence estimate on how they regard our faction with accurate information. I think that changed a little bit. I'm really not sure. But we have new information on grant alien control and build facility. Our integration pact with the Academy ends, which is very sad, I'm sure. We're going to go for exotic materials. And exotic materials will be done in May of next year.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Ship constructor. The Columbus class will build not there because they don't have enough KPS to get out. The Zoo class does. We'll build a Columbus class over there. Start expanding our asteroid presence.
Policy direction complete.
Unify with Guatemala. Actually, we're gonna see. Yeah, no one should federate. So Guatemala will unify with.
Wrapping up here.
Another negative effects to our everything, except for democracy, thankfully. That's why I'm focusing all of these on welfare, because they're dragging up ours. We've gone up by 0.3 due to everything. Monrovia has a megafauna form, that's Liberia, which is under servant control, hilariously enough.
We're in control here.
We have control in Panama.
Reporting in.
Bulo, have you investigate this xenoform?
Investigating target.
Ready
Shiyun,
for my mission.
Purge, 91%
Removing our
chance.
enemies.
Ready for orders.
Keelong. I'm gonna go ahead and grab an administration for you. Or criminal. That'd be kind of fun, huh? Streetwise. We'll grab Streetwise. That extra security would be nice, and the espionage, because he has very low of both. And he'll be mostly inside of China anyways.
I'm on your
Moron.
side.
Investigate alien activity in Dublin.
Investigating alien site.
Offering assistance.
Advise mission. Advise mission. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade layer defense array, farm, fission reactor, layer defense array, farm, plus a nano factory. Settlement mine. And settlement mine. And we'll do a settlement mine here as well. And we shouldn't have to worry about the aliens there, because we have low hate. Okay. I just want to move it along anyways, so if they want to finish it, then more power to them. I'm not dropping everything just to fight them on that. Victor is in low Earth orbits. An alien crash is probably what that was. Layer defense array and low Ceres orbit. China's up to 80% in our favor.
We found something.
We've removed some threats.
We have taken the control point from the Academy in Panama, and with that, I believe we're going to call it there. Thank you so very much for watching this episode. We got quite a bit done. We had a bunch of conflict with the aliens. A lot of it was just them destroying empty habs, to be quite honest, but we did have a little bits of... I had a lot of build-up, that's for sure. Replaced a lot of my defenseless mines with point defense at minimum, layer defense array for the majority of them, built 2 new battlecruiser classes, the Mayhan and the Columbus, and brought in Mexico, Guatemala, and Belize, and that was Mexico, I believe. We brought those 2 or 3 nations into the United States of North America, and we've gained control over the rest of Central America. We kicked the initiative out of the security apparatus, and we're going to go ahead and see what the chances. Incredibly slim, 3% for that one.
Your orders?
Hulo, crackdown mission is a 25%, which isn't bad actually.
Clicking
So if
down.
we swap him and Shiyun
Your
to
orders?
investigate the alien activity. %72% chance. We just want to keep them spotted,
Acknowledged.
and so they can't go away. Moron will have you investigate in
We'll see what we
Sudan.
can find.
So we got quite a bit done there. We're building a lot in the space sector. We've got 3 Zug New class escorts coming up on Mars. We have 2 not Christopher Columbus, just Columbus classes, but they're named after Christopher Columbus, I suppose. And they're going to be made in 8 Flora, which is a asteroid base. And we did have to rebuild a ton of our space stations. We didn't take any losses ship-wise, and we're not too bad off. Just a little bit worse off for wear, not too bad at all. We killed a bunch of aliens, so much so that Shiyun now has the Ace Assassin, which is +3 espionage. Not that she needs it, to be entirely honest. But her espionage is almost entirely from unmodified stats. The other, that's 5 there. We could remove you, so we put that onto someone else, because that 2 investigation would be nice. So we go to org management. Kappa can come off. We can put on Delphus. And then you can take you 2 off, slide you here, which is a little bit of a hurts, I believe. No, you're actually the same, but this is just better overall. And then we can sell you, and we'll probably sell you as well. Before I got sidetracked, we got Ace Assassin on Shiyun, and we're doing pretty well. We're going to start taking the fight to the aliens soon, but I need to have a space station on Mars before I can really start doing that, or they're just going to do the exact same thing as we saw today, and be pretty hard to unroot them from that. The Resistance are doing pretty good on removing the aliens, and fighting the aliens, so I'm happy with that. So, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.